Good morning traders, CJ here. Just got another recap video. This is actually for a trade that I took last week, opened it up on the 21st of Jan, and tomorrow would actually be a week since I opened the position. I'm out of the position fully now. 6 days though, that is the longest time I've ever held a position ever. My first attempt of really trying to be patient with a longer term swing trade. It hasn't capitalized fully, but I banked just shy of 2% on the trade. So I'm just going to show you why I took the trade and how I managed the trade. So looking at AUDUSD, and you can clearly see that we had this ascending trend line. And for me, this has been in place on the higher time frames. You can see since November, October, November, we have just had a huge push to the upside. And as you can see, we haven't really had a real clear correction. So I was expecting, a pullback and a retracement. Now, if we go back down to the 4 hours, you can see that we had this strong level across this region that I've already marked out, where price, this was a strong level of structure, price respected this level, and for the third time we had a push back to the upside. Now, as it hasn't been the best start to the year for me, I wanted to enter on the 78.6, but I wanted to wait for more confirmation. And what I did is I just took a fib from the high to the low, and that marked out where we could potentially have a retracement level 2. Now, as you can see, we had this real strong bullish push to the upside, and when we hit my area, I was thinking actually it might not hold. It's looking very strong, and there was nothing to stop price going from this region and just breaking through. Thankfully, it did respect the fib level, and you can see that we had bearish confirmation on the 4 hour, which is a strong indication on the higher time frames that this area was going to hold and we were going to see a push to the downside. So entered the trade, and I had which really did affect the risk to reward on this trade, is I did have a really wide stop loss, and I had it just above this wick here, at 49 pips. But you can see that we went down, and we came and hit a 1-to-1, which was fantastic. And as soon as we did that, I put my stops to break even, made the trade risk free, and I actually banked 50% of my position in this region. Now, what happened after that? Well, you can see that we continued to push down, and we came into this strong level of structure, and it was just shy of 2%, and I closed out the rest of my position here, and you can see that it was for me, it was a good close, because you can see that once again, price bounced off this level. We failed to break, this swing low here, and we pushed right back up, and it would have knocked me out, at entry. So I believe I managed the trade really well. I'm happy. It would have been nice to how I could have managed this trade differently. Well, I could have, from the start, only had half the stop loss, 25 pips, and that automatically, would have increased the risk to reward ratio on this trade, because obviously initial target was all the way down, to this region and the start of the pattern. Where do I think this pair is going to go next? Well, you can clearly see now, that we are just ranging, between this level and the 78 key level. So for me, only time will tell. If we break to the upside, be looking for a retest and looking for longs. However, if we do break this level, which is really strong, on the flip side, look for a break, retest, and then I'd look to enter, down to this region, down to the 0.755 region. Hope this video helps. As always, any questions, let me know, and on to the next trade. Cheers, guys.